Hi everyone. Let's begin by just getting centered or maybe recentered. So we're just seated in a chair this evening, specifically without any arms on it. If you're seated in a chair with arms, you may just have to modify your movements just a little bit. So let's begin taking a few moments to just notice and arrive in our bodies. Focus on your breath. Close down your eyes. This could be the first time today you've connected with your breath in this way. With your eyes closed, set an intention for yourself, an intention for your practice, for tonight's gathering. Whether that's based in hope or forgiveness, or maybe something else that's on your heart or something you're longing for. Let's just take a moment to get in touch with an intention tonight. And when you're ready, you can flicker the eyes open, come to center. Feet are just flat on the floor. Let's maybe move our feet around, feeling all four corners of our feet on the ground, feeling grounded and rooted. Sitting up tall, spine nice and straight, shoulders are down, chin is tucked in just slightly. And we'll begin our yoga practice tonight, our yoga portion of YogaSoul tonight, by placing our hands on our low abdomen. And we're going to take some deep belly breaths. So just inhaling into the belly, the hands expand out. Exhale, they move back toward the spine. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contracting back to the spine. Let's take in one more deep breath. And then we're going to move our hands to our waist. This is called the belt channel. And we're going to breathe into the side body. So see if you can't move your hands as you breathe in and squeeze as you breathe out. So breathing in, expand all the way around your waist. Exhale, cinching in. Again. And now I'm going to place my hands on my rib cage. I'm going to breathe into the ribs. So inhaling, the ribs expand out. Exhale, contract in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. One more time. Nice job. Now let's just place our hands over the heart and just take in a few deep breaths into the heart space. Great. Come back to center. The hands can just drop down by your sides. And we're going to begin with some sun arms. So we're just going to inhale, the arms reach up over the head, kind of a little back bend here. Exhale, the hands sweep down, and we're just going to fold over our bodies. We don't have to go all the way to the floor. We're just kind of tucking and rounding through the spine. So my chin is tucked, and as you can see, my spine is just round. So just relaxing here. On your next inhale, you can reach the hands back up. They come together at the top to touch in prayer hands, and then come back down to the chest. Inhale again, arms come up. Little back bend here. And exhale, kind of swan dive, forward fold, small forward fold, tucking and rounding through the spine. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Hands come together to touch in prayer position and float down the center toward the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Back bend, hold the breath. Exhale, dive forward, round through the spine, and the breath out. Inhale, sweep up. Hands come together to touch and float down to the heart. Great job. Notice what you're noticing here. Just take a few moments at the heart. Throughout this practice, see if you can find places in the body where you can allow for surrender. Allow for some opening and deepening. Next, we're going to kind of take our legs out a little bit. So about maybe shoulder width apart. And we're going to take our elbows down to our knees. So we're kind of tucked our spine. We're going to straighten the spine, and we're going to kind of create a long line from our tailbone to our head. So we're just bent over slightly, elbows on the knees, and straight spine pulling forward. Nice deep breath. We're going to surrender our hands to the ground now. So I'm just going to take my hands still in prayer position and just reach them now to the floor. And I don't have to touch the floor. I'm just reaching down, head down. See if I can get you a visual here. Hands are just stretching down, head down. Take some nice deep breaths here. And then we're going to open the palms. Hands come back to prayer pose. And then lift up, 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 back to center. Great job. Thanks for being patient with my cinematography here. There we go. We're going to do that same movement 2 more times. So my legs are still out slightly, about shoulder width apart, bringing my elbows down to my knees, lengthening through my spine. Gaze is down toward the floor, making a nice straight line. Taking a nice deep breath here. And then I'm going to drop the palms, still in prayer position, like an arrow pointing straight down. I'm just going to reach down. Everything is kind of pulling down, so there's a stretch in my shoulder blades, through my back, neck. And then from here, I'm just going to open the palms. Few deep breaths. Gently bring the palms together, raise back up to center. Nice job. Cleansing breath. One last time. Now, if this feels a little too much for your back, you can just simply lean over the lap like this. This is a good modification here. If your back starts to bother you bending over, any modifications you need to make is just fine. Okay, let's begin to bring the elbows down to the knees, creating that straight line through the spine. Releasing the hands down like an arrow, and let everything stretch and fold forward. Open the palms. Hands back together and lift up. Nice job. From here, let's just open the hands and press the palms out to the sides. Bend the wrists down and up, down and up. Circle the wrists. Open now. Open the chest, palms facing toward the sky. We're going to wrap one arm over the top of the other and give ourselves a nice big hug. Tuck the chin down toward the chest. And just sink into your breath here. Open once more. Open through the chest, little back bend, looking up toward the sky. Let's bring the opposite arm over the top now. Nice big hug. Tuck the chin down. Nice deep breath. And gently release back down. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Maybe close your eyes down and just get back in touch with your intention. Back in touch with your breath. Back in touch with your body. I can move my feet back into a neutral position so my knees are right under or right over my heels, sitting up nice and tall. Great job. From here, let's lift one knee up and just sink it into the chest. So squeeze into the chest, lift up the spine. Nice deep breath. From here, we can even rotate the ankle, both directions. Nice job. Gently release the leg down. Let's lift the other leg up. Squeeze the knee into the chest, sitting up tall. Nice deep breath. Rotate the ankle. You might hear some snap, crackle, pops. That's okay. It's just air releasing from the joints. Release the leg down, and I'm just going to kind of windshield the leg side to side. So just kind of moving through the hips, windshield those knees back and forth. Great job. Some more cinematography work here. Next, if it feels comfortable for you, you can lift your leg so your ankle is resting on the knee. If this is too much for you, you can actually cross at the ankle or the shin, or you can tuck behind as well. But if you are able and it feels good today, let's lift that ankle and let it rest on our knee. Keep the leg there and let's stretch the hip open. So sitting up tall, let the knee kind of fall gently to the side. And if you want a little bit deeper of a stretch, you can take the right, or depending on what leg, same arm, same leg, elbow into that little knee nook here. Bring the palms together and rotate the spine just slightly. Release back to center, lift, release the leg. Before we switch sides, let's just do a little windshield here, back and forth. Cleansing breath. And let's lift the other leg, ankle to knee. Let the knee fall to the side gently. Sit up tall. Release through the hip joint. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, take that elbow into the crook of that knee, hands together and twist. And release. Let's windshield those legs back and forth. Nice job. All right, let's do a little spinal twist here. So opening up the arms and then twisting to one side. See if you can't wrap the arm around and turn the head to look behind the shoulder. It's difficult to do, but see if you can't take a nice deep breath here and kind of wring out the organs. And release, bringing fresh blood and oxygen to the organs. So opening again, let's get ready to twist to the opposite side. Rotate, look over the shoulder, big inhale and exhale. And twist back. Nice job. Deep breath. Just kind of notice how the body feels. Next, let's take the hands together in prayer pose, but this time let's bring the elbows together. And if this feels good and you'd like a deeper stretch, you can kind of lift the arms up and stretch through the shoulders. Big inhale, and as you exhale, release the elbows and press the hands down. Again, inhale, elbows come together, press the arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, press together. Exhale, press down. Now let's clasp the hands together and rotate through the wrists, making some figure eights with the wrist here. Opposite direction. Great. Release the hands. You can shake it out. Great job. If it's comfortable for you, we're going to do a seated version of a warrior pose. So I'm going to stretch out one leg. My toes are pointing forward. My other leg is still bent. Cinematography work here. And then I'm just going to inhale and open up through the arms here. Exhale, the hands come down. We're going to switch sides. This is a variation on a warrior pose seated. So this time I'm going to reach my opposite leg out, toes pointing forward. The stabilized leg, the bent leg stays the same. Inhale, arms come out. Great job. And release. Next, I'm going to take my bent leg and place it to the side of my chair and extend my opposite leg out. So my bent leg now on the opposite side of the chair, my toe is pointing in the direction of my knee. My leg that is lengthened, my toes are facing forward. I'm going to do a warrior seated 2 position. So one leg is bent. Inhale and exhale, arms come out. I'm going to look over that bent toe here. So my gaze is over my front arm and my bent leg. I'm going to inhale and flip the palm over and just reach that palm back and stretch the rib cage along the side body here. That arm, the opposite arm can just reach down the left leg. And you can gaze up toward the ceiling. Release that, bring the arms back. Lengthen through the arms, looking over the bent leg, the front arm. This time I'm going to take my right arm and lean it on my leg. Let me see if I can get you a good shot of this here. And then I'm just going to take the top arm and reach over to the other side. Gaze is up toward the ceiling. So now I'm just getting a nice stretch on the other side, the other rib cage. Release one more time. Lengthen the arms, looking over that front hand there, and release the arms down. Slowly bring everything back to center. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. Then we'll take a nice little Shavasana. So again, my leg bent just gets moved to the side of my chair. It's still bent. My toes are pointing in the direction of my knee. My back leg becomes long, toes pointing forward. Inhale, arms straight, looking over the arm with the bent leg. Nice big inhale and exhale. Flip that front arm over so the palm is facing up and just reach the arm back. Our right hand now is down the leg, looking up toward the ceiling. Nice big inhale. Exhale, extend straight. And now lean that arm onto the knee and stretch the other side. This is a warrior two pose, variation seated. Come back to that long reach and float the hands down. Slowly kind of gather your body back to center, back to seated. We're going to take a nice little Shavasana, a seated Shavasana. Now you're welcome to go ahead and lay on the floor if you'd like, or you can even lay on the floor, prop your legs and knees up onto your chair, or you can just sit back in your chair. So I'll invite you to just find that comfortable position. Just take a moment to find wherever you prefer your resting spot to be, whether on the floor or in your chair. If you need to raise your feet up, if you're seated, or place a cushion behind your back or your head, just make yourself nice and comfortable. And when you're in a nice, comfortable position, just allow yourself to sink into the comfort of the chair or the floor. Close down your eyes. And focus back on that breath. Bring your awareness back to your intention, back to the contemplation. Just notice what you're noticing. Notice if there's anywhere you feel tension being held or emotion being held, stuck thoughts. See if you can't make some room to release those things. Unclench the jaw. Relax the hips. Relax the neck and shoulders. See if you can't deepen your breath. Nothing you have to do, say, or be. Just relax. Deeper and deeper. Allowing this peaceful feeling to sink into the cells of your body. Flowing through your spine, through your bloodstream, calming and down regulating your nervous system. Becoming still. At your own time and your own pace, you can begin to make some small micro movements with your fingers and your toes. Deepening your breath. And at your own time and your own pace, you can begin to make small movements with your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, you can begin to flicker the eyes back open. Let's do a morning stretch. Let's take 3 kind of regulating breaths together. So I'm going to inhale, my arms are going to come up over my head. And as I exhale, they're going to float down the center like steam washing down our body. Inhale again. Exhaling, let the arms float down the center. Again, inhale. This time the hands come together at the top to touch into prayer hands as they float down toward the heart, resting at the center. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your practice. Excuse the little doggy snoozing sounds in the back during your Shavasana. Blessings to everyone. Mwah.